Hello to all my friends. So this is your acro class video for week 1. We are going to start off today by doing a warm-up like we do with acro. We're going to do some stretching. We're going to do some strength and conditioning so you can keep up with all of your skills. And then we're going to practice our dance. So I have Maya here with me today because I'm going to show you some new kind of different things so we can practice our strength and conditioning for our tricks, but not actually do our tricks, okay? This is a very, very, very important piece of the video, okay? I know that we're all stuck at home, okay? I know that we can't be at the studio, right? I know that most of us do not have mats at home. I know that most of our parents do not know how to spot us for our tricks. So in our acro classes, we are not going to do our tricks, and I want everyone to take a minute and say, even though this is a pre-recorded video, I want you to say, yes, Miss Heather, we understand that we are not going to do any tricks in our house. We are only going to do the exercises that Miss Heather is telling you you are allowed to do on this video. These exercises will help you to keep your strength and conditioning and to help you be able to continue to do your tricks when we are able to get back into the studio. So I want you to promise me that we're not going to be doing tricks on the furniture, that we're not going to be doing tricks in the living room or the kitchen or our bedroom or wherever we're watching this video. So no tumble salts, no forward rolls, no bridges, no back bends, no cartwheels, none of that stuff. We only want to do what Miss Heather tells you to do in these videos as far as acro. Our safety is going to be our #1 concern, and I want to make sure that everyone understands that this is going to be the safe way to keep up with your acro skills while we're in the house and while we're working through this, okay? We're all going to get through this. We're going to do it together. We're going to keep giving you these videos. We're going to keep practicing your dances at home. We're going to keep in contact with you. We're going to do a couple little meetings for you all. And we are going to just kind of continue as normal as we possibly can, okay? I just want to tell you that I miss every single one of you. I cannot wait to see you again in the class. I cannot wait until we can get back into the studio and do all of our acro tricks. But for the time being, I want everybody to promise and everybody to understand that I want everyone to be safe at home. The other thing that you want to make sure is that you have a big enough space. A lot of this stuff we're going to do jumping jacks, and we're going to do running in place, and we're going to do jogging in place, and we're going to do all the stuff that we normally do for warming up in our acro class. But I want you to make sure that you have enough space to do that. Okay, so check with your parents and make sure you have plenty of space. I kind of cleared out my living room area, so I have some space here. Okay, so we're going to get started. So the first thing we're going to do is stand up and get going on some jumping jacks. Okay, we're going to start. We're going to do 25 jumping jacks. Ready and go. And run in place. And we're going to chassé clap. Okay, now stretch. Stretch over. And stretch over. go through flat back and reach down. Bend your knees. Stretch your knees. Bend your knees. Stretch those knees. And bend. Straighten. Bend and straighten. 2 more. Okay, we're just gonna roll our heads. Roll your heads. Warm up those neck muscles. And 2 to the other side. And roll those shoulders. Get your shoulders nice and loose. And roll them forward. And, okay, so legs straight. Try to touch the floor if you can. If not, that's okay too. You're just reaching as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Okay, and lunge one more time. Good, make sure your leg back here is nice and stretched, yeah? And slide into your right side split. Remember, we need to have one hand on either side of us. So we're nice and square. We want to make sure our headlights are facing this way. We talk about our headlights all the time. We don't want them facing this way towards the video. We want them facing the side, the direction we're going in, to our right side split, okay? We really want to stretch our feet. Try to straighten our legs as much as we can. Good, and relax. We're going to try our left side now. So we're going to do our left side lunge. Left side lunge, really stretch that back leg. This back leg needs to be stretched and straight. Good. 8 more counts. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up and reach. Really straighten those legs. Reach as far as we can. Reach, reach, reach. Reach, reach, reach. Nice. Okay, reach, reach, reach. Lunge one more time. Straight, straight, straight. Make sure that back leg is straight. Now slide into that left side split. Good, yep, sit up nice and tall. Make sure our headlights are going this way. You sit up nice and tall and try to stretch, stretch, stretch those legs. Stretch the legs, point the toes. 5, 6, 7, relax. Okay, now let's just go to our straddle. We're gonna open our legs in front of us. Nice, and we're just gonna reach over in our straddle. Reach, reach, reach. Now reach towards your left foot. Good, make sure our feet are pointed. That's the most important thing, right? Feet are pointed. And lift. And other side to the right. And reach, reach, reach forward. Reach, reach, reach as much as you can. Try to make sure that back is nice and straight. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretch those toes. Good. And 6, 7, come up. And reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. Superman as far as we can. Most important thing, point your feet. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice job. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try our plank. So this is going to help us, and this, I know this is hard, but that's okay because I know that we're all very strong little he women, little super women, okay? So we're going to do our planks, and we're going to hold them for just 10 seconds, and then we're going to relax, and then we're going to hold them for another 10 seconds. We're going to relax, and then we're going to hold them for 20 seconds. We're going to see if we can do it. If you can't do it for 10 seconds, don't worry about it. Just do it for as long as you can, okay? So you guys, and as we do this more often, and and we practice it, it's gonna help you build a nice core, and that's gonna help you with a lot of your acro tricks, okay? Because if we have a strong core, there's a lot of things that we can do, okay? And this is one thing that's gonna help you with that. So we're gonna try a plank. We're gonna watch Maya. So she's gonna go down on the floor and she's gonna put her hands down and she's gonna have them flat on the ground. And then she's going to make sure that her back is nice and flat and stretched. And she is going to go up onto her toes like this. She's gonna make sure she's nice and flat, and she's gonna hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. She's gonna relax, and she's gonna relax for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. She's gonna prepare, 2, 1, and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. We hold for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, you can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Great job, guys. I know that that's so hard, and I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. So that, like I said, that's a very good stretch. Okay, so if you're so inclined, like I said, that's a very good core exercise. So if you want to do it when you're not watching the video, if you're bored, it's a great core exercise, so you can make nice strong cores. So when we get back to the studio, all your tricks will be a little easier, okay? So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do an exercise that's gonna help us with our bridges and our back bends, okay? Our bridges are back bends. So we're actually gonna, if you have a wall to go up against, we're gonna go up against a wall, and I'm gonna also show you another variation. You can actually go up against your couch if you have, if that's what you have. The point is to just have a flat surface that's at least as high as probably your waist, okay, to lean up against. So as you can see, Maya is up against the wall, so her whole body is up against the wall. You can spread your knees a little bit further, just a tiny tad. Yep, okay, so her knees are spread and they're about shoulder width apart, okay? And if your parents are around you, you know, they can help you with this if you need some help. If you don't need help, that's okay too. If you're able to do your bridge by yourself, which I know a lot of you can, you should be able to do some variation of this exercise by yourself. But if your parents are near you and they want to just kind of make sure and kind of just be here, just so you feel more comfortable, that's okay too, okay? So Maya is all the way up against the wall, yeah? So her hips are pressing against the wall, her thighs right here are pressing against the wall, and her knees are up against the wall, all the way, even her head is up against the wall, okay? So what we're gonna do is she is going to try to peel like a sticker or like a banana away from the wall, okay? And the whole point is to keep that head nice and back like as you would in your bridge, and you're trying to peel from against the wall, and you're trying to just kind of hang out here for a second and then peel yourself back onto the wall, yeah? So we're gonna do that 3 times, okay? Let's start with one set of 3 times. So the key is to do it as slow as you possibly can, and that's where this core comes in, okay? So that plank that we just did on the floor and we held it for 10 seconds and we held it for 20 seconds, that's a core exercise. And this exercise here up against the wall is gonna help you with your bridge, but it's also using that core, okay? So super important that we do those core exercises because we can use them for exercises like this, which will reinforce the skills that we use for our bridge, okay? All right, ready? So we're gonna go 1. We're gonna go 1, go, 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 and try to peel up, 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 up. Good, and we're gonna try to go a little slower. 2. Good. And one more time, and 3. Okay, so if you are my friend, I'm trying to think of who has a super flexible back in my little acro class. If you are Brooklyn McGrath, you have a super flexible back. You just want to be careful because you really don't want to go so far back that you're touching your toes, because I know that some of us, like when we do our flowers on the floor, you guys cover your eyes because your back is so flexible, right? That's not the point of this exercise. The point of this exercise is more strength and control, so you want to use that core. So you really don't want to have your hands grabbing your feet on the floor, right? Because then you're not really using your core. You're just kind of using the strength of you being able to flex your back that much, right? So the point is to really use that core, okay? So we're going to try that one more time. We're going to do one more set of 3 against the wall. So we're going to make sure that we are pressed like glue up against this wall, and we're going to have our arms up. We're going to go back 1. Put your head back. Yep, you want to make sure that head's back. And 2, I'm sorry, 1. This is still 1. Silly me. 2. And again, parents, if you're at home and you want to, if they're uncomfortable and you want to hold their shoulders in the back, that's okay. But really, they should be able to do it. If they do it independently, they're going to know when they have to stop. So if Maya does this by herself, she's going to know as far as she can go in order for herself to be able to get back up again, okay? So when I help her, she can go a little bit further back, but when I don't help her, she knows kind of when she can stop herself, okay? So that leads me to, now that our back is kind of nice and stretched out, we're going to land, we're going to stretch it a little bit further before we do our flowers and stuff. So we're going to lay on the floor, we're going to face this way. Yep, so we're going to face towards our left. And we're just going to stretch up, and we're going to just stretch our backs. You know, just normally put our head back and just try to put our head back and make sure our feet are pointed, our legs are straight. We're just stretching our back. Now we're going to come down, and because we stretched our back, now we want to release, so we're going to go on our knees. And we're going to do an angry cat pose. So we're going to go like this in an angry cat, yeah? So this is similar to our pizza rolls. We're just not doing our pizza rolls because we're not pressing up into a back bend, so we're not really laying down. We're kind of sitting up to stretch our backs out today. So we're going to stretch our backs out, and then we're going to angry cat to release our backs, okay? So now let's go back, down, and we're going to stretch our backs again. Yep. And then we're going to hold, 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 hold. And then we're going to release, and you're going to do your angry cat again. Really stretch that back up this way, yeah? Okay. Okay, you're just going to stand up now. Good. And we're going to just touch our toes. So again, just making, or try to touch our toes. So again, just making sure we're kind of releasing, and then we're going to roll up, release the tension of that back. Yeah? Okay, now we're going to kneel down. We're going to do our flowers. So we're going to still face towards the left. If you're facing towards the, I'm sorry, this is going to be facing towards the left. If you're facing towards the right, that's okay too. As long as you're, or you could be facing, if you need to be facing the video because you need to see us, that's okay too. But if you're back like this in a flower, you're not going to be seeing us because you're going to be upside down, right? So we're going to lay down on our bellies and we're going to do our flowers. We're just going to practice our flowers. So we're going to go up, just like we were stretching, and then we're going to try to get our toes to our head. And can Maya still do it? Let's see. She used to be able to do it when she was little. It gets harder as you get older. Let's see if she can still do it. She's close. Close, close, close. Oh, she's got it. Okay. And relax. Angry cat. Yep, angry cat. Nice job. Okay, we're going to lay down, do our flower one more time. And this was a lot easier when she was little, I'm sure. Okay, and angry cat. Okay. All right, good job, nice. Okay, try one more time. Let's do our flowers one more time. We want to have nice flowers because I know this is the last thing that I think we put in our dance before we left. Yeah, so we're going to touch our toes. Nice job. Okay, so angry cat, yep. Just make sure we remember to do angry cat. Nice. Okay, so we're going to try two things. We're going to try a one-legged pose. We're going to face towards the left first, and then we're going to face towards the right first. So we're going to lay on our bellies. Now, if since we're facing the left first, we want to take our right leg, and if you don't know which one, if you're right from your left, because I know some of you are still learning that, that's going to be your back leg. So it's going to be your leg that's furthest away from wherever you're watching the video. So you're going to bend that leg up. You're going to put the other leg on top. We know what a one-leg pose is, right? Bird's nest, one-leg pose, many different names, but here you go. And we want to make sure that our hands are under our face when we do it, because that's typically how we do it in our dance. The other thing we want to make sure is our leg is nice and straight and our foot is pointed, because that's the most important part of this. We want to make sure that we can balance, yeah? Parents, if they're having trouble, you can come over here and kind of help them out a little bit. If sometimes back flexibility does come into play. So some people's backs are super, super flexible. Some people's backs are not super flexible. If that's the case, we can start more down the ankle and kind of they can get this position under control, and then once they kind of do this for a while, they're going to have some muscle memory and they're going to increase the flexibility in their back, and you can kind of get up to the point where it really is the full extent of the trick, yeah, which is up kind of up near the kneecap, up above the kneecap. She's got a good amount of back flexibility, so because she's been doing it for a long time, so she can kind of be up near the thigh area. So there's multiple levels of this. So you could be here, you could be here. It all depends on what the flexibility in your back and in your legs are. Okay. So we're gonna face the other way. We're gonna try the other direction. So this is facing your right. So back up a little bit this way, Maya, please. Okay. So on this one, your back leg again is going to be your left leg. That's going to be the thing that's away from the video. So you're going to put your other leg up on top. So it's going to be your right leg. And then you're going to just hold it as long as you can. It's important to hold that as long as you can. And notice, she has a nice pointed foot and she has a nice straight leg. That's super important in this trick. The whole kit and caboodle means you have the technique portion of it too, yeah? Okay. All right, and relax.